welcome to episode 6 of Building with Sand. Falchion here as usual. Recording this a little bit in the future, so by the time you see it, it will be December 24th, Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates that out there. Today we should be... I'm going to hopefully complete this store finally, this grocery store. Hopefully me talking won't distract me. So these are two things I wanted. I think it adds a little bit of flair. I don't want these there. And I'm just going to try to power through this because I really want to get this build done so I can move on to what is next. That goes there. That goes there. Let's get what we need. I'm just gonna take all this stuff. And where are they? Levers. There we go. And chests. And we're gonna go from here. Let's see where it gets us. I'm pretty sure... okay, over here. Now, as you can tell, this is 1.4.6. We have new rotating items that are three-dimensional. And there's fireworks, which I was going to show you some fireworks, but I kind of decided against it. And you can also put stuff on chests now, like this, by shift-clicking. So I'm probably going to do that for my things, at least on the sides. Over here, I'm going to keep it this way. But let's just do everything first. So here we go. There's my coffee machine. I don't know if you'd seen it. Like that. I toss a chest here and with all our coffee. Just make this look like it's actually used. Ground coffee beans all over the place. And good enough. And then, of course, a cup for the coffee. Right here, I wanted to have a lever so we can turn on and off the, you know, if we're in business or not. And right here, there's going to be a chest, and I wanted to put, I have slab on, I don't have it yet, but that's going to be like the cash register. And here, there's also going to be a lever there. So this light is independent of all the other lighting in this building, which is going to have a master switch right here. Boom. So everything off. Yes. That's not really useful, but I just like having that feature. I put the lights in, might as well be able to turn them on and off. So in here, can have another chest and fill it with toilet paper because this is the restroom. And for a toilet, I didn't bring the cauldrons. So as we do this, I'll talk about what I wanted to talk about today. Recently, before this video came out, I went and saw the Trans-Siberian Orchestra with my wife. I had never seen it before. I had never seen them perform before, and I absolutely didn't know what to expect. I had two ideas about the Trans-Siberian Orchestra coming into the show. Oh, you can shift lift those too. That's great. And item frame there, and I want to put something on that. You'll see in a bit. So I had never seen the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and I had no idea what to expect from them. I had a couple ideas. I was thinking, one, that they were very incorrectly Russian, because first thing I think about when it's Trans-Siberian anything is the Trans-Siberian oh, that works. Trans-Siberian Railway, which goes from Vladivostok Russia to, I want to say Moscow or St. Petersburg, maybe both. So I need some water. Boom, I got a toilet. I'm gonna need another one there. And that restroom will be completed. Problem is, I don't know where. I don't think there's any water. Actually, there's some water right over here. That may have been went too far. That's not water. There is this water over here, so. There used to be a lot of these little water pools around. And I've been covering them all up. So we went into the show. Yeah, it was not anything I expected. Turned out it's a rock show, which I'm totally fine with rock. I kind of really expected that. Number two, yeah, was that I was expecting the entire thing to be classical music, and it was a Christmas show, so I was expecting that there'd be all classical Christmas music, all the old, old songs, and totally was not the case. I'd say it was about 50-50. Dang it. 50-50 like hard rock, and then some slower songs, which I don't think really, I don't know, I really liked a lot of the hard rock songs, but most of the other music really didn't do it for me. Some people were super into it. There was this totally old, like, looking rockstar kind of guy out in the audience who he looked like an old punk guy with like wristbands, and he would put a lighter out every time the music got a little quicker. Sometimes it wasn't even. And then he also like stood up at one point of the show and was like throwing up the horns and really getting into everything. But I don't think the show was nearly that exciting at all. There were some songs I really liked. There was like, I think the problem with it was there was like this overarching story they tried to build into it, and it really like just kind of detracted. I think if it was been way better if they had just played music, just played some really awesome music. That would have been, oh man, I'm still really short on chess, but we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, it would have been a lot better if they had just, played music, and mostly like rock music, and everything was mostly Christmas. Everything was Christmas themed in a way. The whole story. See, I've already gotten a whole bunch of food here ready to go. Let's see. So you're gonna need chests. Where was the? Oh, it's in the inventory, of course. So right here, I was thinking popping this stuff out, and I wanted to put in some wool like this, so it's more of a one of those mats. I would go down and get that jump, but I don't really want to jump down there to dig myself out. Like there's like rubber mats when you go into the store, and set it like the fact that over here there was some sand. I'll take that out. So yeah, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra was interesting. I would really like to hear them if they were doing normal music, their own whatever they do normally, but the Christmas songs are a little, like, the Christmas themed show was a little much, and there were points where I would have liked to have just gone home. We did savor the whole thing, so at least we got out of it. I wouldn't tell anyone not to go watch it. The crowd seemed to really like it. Maybe I'm just an outlier, but like one of the actresses, or the singers rather, she sang not Hark to Herald Angels Sings, Another one of those classic Christmas songs. I'm looking for something, I don't know what. And everyone gave her like the standing ovation. No, don't get me wrong, she's a great singer, but I don't think the show, like, I don't think that was the high point of the show in the slightest. I don't know. Anyway, we're almost halfway through this, and I don't want to force you guys to watch me do part of this. So we're going to do a quick cut, at least quick for you, and we'll be back in a second to see where I've gone. And we're back. So I spent a little bit gathering things and putting up signs and all kinds of stuff. We have our bread over here, our potatoes, carrots, melons, apples, so mostly produce over here. On the opposite side, we have raw beef, raw chicken. I need to get another one. So raw pork chops and raw fish. In the middle is more of like baked goods. So we have cookies and cake and pie and baked potatoes. And then cooked steak and pork chops and fish and chicken. And then we have the other amenities like eggs and mushrooms. More mushrooms. Some sugar and milk. And then you have your wheat, your pumpkins, your mushroom stew, and cocoa beans. I forgot to put that one in. Most of these are empty. I am not going to be collecting them at all on screen. I do want to fill them up as time goes on, but you know, I had only so many fish. Things like cake are such a pain to make, and I would like to fill them up, but I'm going to do that sort of thing off camera over a period of time. I don't want to waste your guys' time watching me fill up chests full of items. Just a couple things. We got this. I was thinking about having like a sign on each one, like how much it's cost, like bread, you know, 64 bread, a stack of, or maybe 32 bread for an emerald, and a 64 thing of wheat for an emerald, something like that. Then I was going to have a thing here where it said, say, 1 lapis lazuli is 2 redstone, 1 redstone, or 1 lapis lazuli is worth 2 redstone, right? And then 2 redstone is worth 1 iron, and 1 iron is worth, say, 2 gold, and 2 gold is worth an emerald, and an emerald is worth 2 diamonds. And that's how everything was going to be set out. I might still do that. If I do that later, I'll show you guys. In the back here, we have your illicit, well, your behind the counter things. So you have your, say, newspapers or lottery tickets. You have your cigars, your cigarettes, and your e-cigs, if that's your thing now. You got your little bottles of booze, beef jerky, candy, and unknown white substance, your sticky white stuff, maybe. I don't know if I showed this on camera, putting these chests in. These are just going to be for storage. Maybe I'll put signs on them. We got our employee entry door in the back. And then we have just the signs in the front finished off. And only a little more, whoops. A couple more touches I wanted to do, or say add a little, some vines growing around just to give it some a little bit of flair out in the back. And then we're done with that. Let's say the grocery store is done. As I said, I'm not going to be showing you me filling up all the chests. As, I actually don't live in the city. I live off in the distance over there in those hills, and I have stores of all sorts of things. Stores as in, you know, supplies. And I'm thinking of transitioning them here. I don't actually expect anyone to come around here and take stuff that's on the server, so I might just keep this as like my food warehouse or something. I have a farm for everything, every creature and food source except for chickens, which Should be easy enough. I do have an egg source. I don't have a chicken source. Which I guess they're kind of one and the same. Even a makeshift pig farm over here. These guys keep getting loose and they're giving me free pork chops. But yeah, I was thinking about putting a sign up on top. I have no idea what it should be. If anybody has an idea, let me know. It could just be one of these pixel things of food, or maybe a sign that says food, or something. Oh, I'm missing a chest there. But yeah, I'd say this grocery store is complete for now. If we want to add something else, then we will. This is like the cash register. I don't know if I mentioned that. But if things need to get added, they will. Is this too dark over here? No, that's definitely light enough. Yeah, so the grocery store is done. And that's going to be it for this place. We have a couple more. Well, now is the side of what I want to do next. I'm going to sleep real quick. Yeah, I got an achievement for cooking fish and also making cakes, and I don't remember if those were in before. Maybe they probably were, and I just never got them. But, or maybe because it's a new jar, I'll be getting achievements. There's two things I really want to do next. One is going to be the stables, which I think would be a pretty quick build. We might be able to even do stables in one episode, as long as the pigs play along. The other one is to do it's going to be like the city guard slash armory slash prison. And it's going to be over here on this far northwest part of the city. And it's going to be pretty big. I'm thinking my idea for the place is going to be like a French Foreign Legion kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm going to have to level out some of the sand first before well, I'm probably... Maybe I will, maybe I won't have to level out some of this sand. Actually, there's a good chance I will. But it's going to be at least... Yeah, I'm going to level out some of it. It's going to be raised a bit, so on a little hill. So... this is the extreme of the desert. So right here is Boom Swamp. Swamps... We're actually still in swamp. So the swamp starts a little bit over here where there's still sand. So I'm going to have to differentiate that. There's a desert, you know, that's swamp too. So somewhere in this line is the desert. And about here, it's going to be a big fort because I wanted to have the prison in the bottom in the basement, and then the ground level is going to be there's going to be a courtyard and barracks and the armory, and then ramparts. So it should tower not as high as this pillar, but nearly there. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, if this is going to be... Oh, so that's swamp too. But that's desert. So... unfortunately... Probably in... Well, I mean, I already have, but I'm going to probably build some more in the swamp. Where did I get this? Oh. Yeah, so that sucks. What I'm thinking of is this back wall is going to be the main city wall when all things are done. Even though I do have a little bit of desert, I just have a little buffer. I do want a double thickness wall for the outside city, so I could just put a second wall up here and just deal with this swamp as it is, and then this line here will be the outer city perimeter, and the fort will be right on it, and then we'll probably have like a gate on the fort too, for people coming from this whole direction, and that swamp, all those swamp hobos. But yeah, we'll figure out next episode which one we're gonna do, either the fort or the stables, because I'll be standing there ready to go with those materials. And this transitory construction tent will be over there, wherever it is. I guess we'll go take a look first before we end this episode. I accidentally forgot to time myself, but I think this episode's going to be a bit short anyway. We're going to deal with fixing up. Where the hell did that pig come? Oh, I know where that pig came from. That pig actually spawned in the city. But that pig is going to do 3 pork chops. Anyway, 3 cooked pork chops. But yeah, we're going to deal with the highway. As I build stuff along the highway, we're going to improve the highway. Unless I really feel like doing it off camera when I'm running around doing stuff, then it won't get fixed. So I'm thinking, I got this open area over here. This is the extreme southeast of the village, of the city. You can ignore that building. It's not in the desert. It looks like it. There's nothing in it. I do have huge plans for what goes over here, but I don't want to reveal them yet. But what I'm thinking is putting the stables right here. Right there. Or more of like at the intersection where this highway would be, right here. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to put over here. Just probably houses. So yeah, the stables are going to go over here. They'll be pretty centralized to the city. I can't zoom out this map, but they'll be pretty central. Well, actually central is central up there. And this is actually all at the south end, because there's a lot of stuff. There's more desert north of central. But maybe I'll put the stables right next. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Put stables right here, right next to another hub. That way anybody comes in here, grab a pig and go. So that might be the case too. Which means we'll have to straighten out the desert over here. But I'm not sure. See, the problem is I have it's so much higher on this side than over here. I'll have to even it out somehow and figure out exactly where I want to put the stables. But yeah, so I guess that's going to be the end of this episode. Pretty much. Oh, I got a power 2 bow off some skeleton and it's nearly broken. I'll save that for anvil some point. So we can bask in the glory of the grocery store here. There's I'm fairly satisfied. It looks a little bit different from my original plans, but I like the way it looks and how it came out. I would really like to fill these chests so that whenever I need to come in here and oh, I like that. Whenever I need to come in here and get me some food, even though I almost never run out of food, I have entirely too many cows, and I got that wonderful pumpkin pie factory. Give me all the pumpkin pie I need. So this is all really for show. But I really like the way it came out. And the outside building, sure, I mean the front is kind of unique. The sides aren't when it comes to decor, but I'm super happy about this thing being done. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, maybe I missed something that should go in here. Who knows? If you have any ideas of what I can do for showing that it's the grocery store other than, you know, this stuff out here. Also, if you have any ideas for the fort or the stables, or maybe where it should go, I would love to hear it. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Please I know I don't like begging for likes and subscribes. It's more of just so I know what people enjoy seeing, and you know, more subscribers mean I get out, seen by more people, so more people can tell me what to do. I'm really doing this because I enjoy Minecraft and I really like building fancy things, and I would like people seeing them. I don't do it for any other reason other than that. I like having an audience for things I build, honestly. And I would like input from anyone about anything we do here. So thanks again. If you're seeing this on the 24th or later, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Although we have more episodes for New Year. So definitely Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thanks for watching.